You've been told to cut sugar, avoid carbs, maybe even do keto. But what if the piece of the puzzle you're missing is more about the foods you add in instead of the foods you take out? Some of these foods don't just prevent blood sugar spikes, they actually improve how your body uses insulin. And no, I'm not talking about obscure superfoods or powders that are way overpriced. I'm talking about everyday real foods. Foods that you've probably seen at the grocery store 100 times, but never realized just how powerful they could be. And you don't have to be diabetic to benefit from these foods. If you've been dealing with low energy, cravings, belly fat that won't budge, or you're trying to reverse insulin resistance or PCOS, then this matters. I'm Kait, a nutritionist who has helped hundreds of clients reverse insulin resistance, balance their blood sugar, and finally feel like themselves again. And in today's video, I'm sharing with you 7 of the most powerful, science-backed foods that can help you to lower your blood sugar, including one that works just like metformin. Now, you've probably heard blood sugar thrown around a lot, but unless you've actually been diagnosed with diabetes, a lot of people don't really understand what blood sugar means. Let me break it down in a simple way. Every time you eat, the nutrients that make up that food are broken down. If you're eating foods that are rich in carbohydrates, these are broken down into glucose, or sugar. That glucose enters your bloodstream and becomes your body's main source of energy. And this is a normal, healthy function of the body, but when it becomes an issue is when you're experiencing blood sugar spikes that are high too often. This means your pancreas is continuously pumping out insulin to bring it back down. And yes, this is insulin's job, but like I said, the problem starts when you're constantly eating in a way that causes those sharp spikes all day long. Think cereal for breakfast, a sandwich for lunch, snacks in between, then pasta or rice for dinner. Your insulin stays elevated all day long, and over time, your cells stop responding to it. They don't respond to insulin and they don't take in the glucose or sugar like they should. And more insulin needs to be pumped out as a result, which in turn continues to worsen insulin resistance. Now, for a period of time, years in fact, this excess insulin that's being pumped out is enough to keep your blood sugar in check. But eventually it can't keep up anymore. And that's when your fasting blood sugar is going to start to rise. And you'll eventually be diagnosed with prediabetes or type 2 diabetes. And that's why controlling blood sugar is important for everyone, because most people nowadays have some level of insulin resistance, even if their blood sugar is normal. And insulin resistance doesn't just lead to type 2 diabetes. It also makes it harder to lose weight, increases cravings, causes energy spikes, and messes with hormones like cortisol and estrogen. And that's why people feel tired, hangry, and stuck, even if they think they're eating healthy. So what you eat matters, and not just because of the calories and the carbohydrates. It's about how the food you eat impacts your blood sugar and your insulin. Certain foods, like the ones I'm going to show you in today's video, actually support better blood sugar control. They either help to slow down how fast sugar hits your bloodstream, or they improve how well your body uses insulin. And the cool part is, these changes don't take months. A lot of them happen instantly. You can see a difference in your energy, your cravings, and even your fasting blood sugar in just a few days. All right, so now you know what blood sugar is and why it's such a big deal. Let's get into the 7 foods that can help you to lower it naturally. Let's start things off with something you probably already have in your kitchen, and that's cinnamon. Now, this isn't just for flavor. Cinnamon contains compounds that actually mimic insulin and help your cells absorb glucose more effectively. Basically, it makes your body better at using the sugar that's already in your blood, and that means fewer spikes and crashes. There's even research showing that cinnamon can reduce fasting blood sugar by 10 to 29% in people with insulin resistance or type 2 diabetes. And that is massive. About a teaspoon a day is all you need to start seeing these benefits. Sprinkle it in your coffee, stir it in your Greek yogurt. There are so many ways to incorporate it into your diet. You might barely notice it, but your blood sugar definitely will. Next up at number 2, we have eggs. And I'm talking about the whole egg. Do not skip the yolk. Eggs naturally only have trace amounts of carbohydrates, making them virtually carb-free, and they're packed with protein and healthy fats, which helps slow down digestion and keep your blood sugar stable for hours. This is especially important first thing in the morning when you're coming off an overnight fast. Anything you eat coming off this fast is going to be absorbed more rapidly, and that's why you want to avoid anything that's high in carbohydrates and especially refined carbohydrates at breakfast. One study found that people who ate eggs for breakfast instead of a high-carb meal had significantly lower blood sugar and insulin levels throughout the day. So ditch the oats and cereal. Try 2 to 3 eggs fried in butter or boiled with some avocado and another protein source, and you'll be shocked how long you stay full and focused. This will help to control your blood sugar during the day and you'll see your fasting blood sugar come down over time. Number 3 is apple cider vinegar. This is one blood sugar hack that I swear by, and there's science to back it up. Apple cider vinegar slows down how quickly food leaves your stomach. That means your blood sugar doesn't spike as high or as fast even after meals. One study even showed that taking apple cider vinegar before bed lowered fasting glucose levels the next morning by up to 6%. So by simply taking 1 to 2 tablespoons of apple cider vinegar, mixing it in water, and drinking it before bed, you can see lower fasting numbers the following day. Those are super quick results. Now, I'm always asked about the capsules and the gummies. Liquid is always going to be most effective. The capsules and gummies can work. They do have some effect. It's not as effective as the liquid, but just make sure that they don't have any added sugar or fillers to them. The fewer ingredients in these products, the better. Number 4 is avocados. High-fat foods like this are not the enemy, and especially when it comes to your blood sugar. Avocados are full of fiber and monounsaturated fat, which helps slow digestion, lower inflammation, and improve insulin sensitivity. The perfect trio when you're trying to control your blood sugar. And they're so versatile. Add avocado to your eggs, top a salad, blend it in a protein smoothie, or just eat it with a little sea salt and lemon. Studies have shown that adding avocado to a meal reduces the insulin response compared to the same meal without it. And next, coming in strong, we have wild-caught salmon. This one is a blood sugar and anti-inflammation powerhouse. Everyone should be eating salmon or another high-fat fish at least once a week, if not 2 to 3 times. Salmon is rich in omega-3 fatty acids and high-quality protein, both of which help to lower chronic inflammation and improve insulin sensitivity. Studies have shown that regular consumption of fatty fish can reduce fasting insulin and post-meal glucose levels. But quality matters, and that's why I personally buy all of my salmon from Butcher Crowd. They deliver wild-caught salmon straight to your door, Australia-wide, so you're not left guessing in the grocery store. Because wild-caught salmon is really hard to find here in Australia. Butcher Crowd salmon is nutrient-dense, it's sustainable, and it's super convenient. And of course, they also have other wild-caught seafood from across Australia. They have grass-fed and finished beef and lamb, and pasture-raised chicken and pork, all from Australian farms. If you want to try them out, you can save 15% off your first box by using code HCK15. So head to healthcoachkait.com/butchercrowd to check them out. I'll put that link in the description box down below as well. Now, sort of on the same wavelength, at number 7, we have sardines. If you're looking for something that's both nutrient dense and affordable, then sardines might be the answer. Just like salmon, they're packed with protein, omega-3s, calcium, vitamin D, and B12. All nutrients that help support insulin function and blood sugar control. And unlike some other fatty fish, sardines are super budget friendly and shelf stable, which makes them easy to keep on hand. Just make sure to get them ideally in spring water. If you can't find spring water, then olive oil would be the only other acceptable option. Avoid buying them in any sort of vegetable oil. Canola, soybean, rice bran oil, sunflower oil, these are all highly inflammatory, and they're actually going to counteract the benefits of the sardines. So spring water or olive oil are going to be your best bet. I like adding them to salad, mashing them into a tuna-style salad, or eating them straight from the tin. They're one of the most underrated superfoods for metabolic health. And finally, number 7 is berberine. Now, I know this isn't technically a food, but I had to include it here. Berberine is a plant compound that activates AMPK, which is like your body's internal energy regulator. It helps your cells become more sensitive to insulin and encourages them to burn glucose more efficiently. Berberine has been highly researched and has been proven to help with blood sugar and insulin control. It is extremely effective. Multiple studies have shown that berberine can be just as effective as the prescription drug metformin at lowering blood sugar without the side effects. It's especially helpful if you have insulin resistance, PCOS, or type 2 diabetes. But you don't have to have any of these in order to get the immediate benefits of berberine. Personally, as someone who isn't insulin resistant, I take berberine before I eat a meal that I know is going to be high in carbohydrates. Or if I'm not sure what's on the menu, if I'm eating out, for example. Like I said, berberine has been scientifically proven to lower the blood sugar response to meals. And I've tested this multiple times using a continuous glucose monitor and seen the results for myself. Now, to get the best results, you want to take it in the morning. About 400 to 500 milligrams is the general recommended dose. Or, like I said, take it before meals that are high in carbohydrates. You don't really have to take it before meals that are low in carbs because the way it works is helping your body to absorb the glucose. So if you're not getting a lot of glucose from your meal, then it's not really necessary. The one that I personally use and recommend is from So Well Health. And I love this one because not only does it include berberine, but it also combines it with cinnamon, throwback to the start of this video, and chromium as well. So it's even more beneficial for blood sugar and insulin control. I'll put the link in the description box to check it out. All right, so I know we've covered a lot in this video. Let's do a quick recap. Today we spoke about cinnamon, eggs, apple cider vinegar, avocados, wild-caught salmon, sardines, and berberine, all shown to lower blood sugar naturally and support insulin sensitivity. And here's the best part. You don't need to overhaul your entire diet, your entire life. Add these foods in where you can. Because these foods are also rich in protein and healthy fats, they're gonna help you to control your hunger and make better food choices throughout the day. They're basically gonna help you to feel more in control of what you're eating. So you can focus more on what you're adding in and less on what you need to take out. It will kind of fall into place naturally. Now, if you want a done-for-you meal plan that includes these foods, check out my 3-day blood sugar reset down below. This is basically a crash course to get you started on your journey to lower your blood sugar. Like I said, it includes a sample meal plan, shopping lists, and support from me through a private Facebook group. And if you want high-quality wild-caught salmon delivered straight to your door, don't forget to check out Butcher Crowd. The link and the code to save 15% off your first box are down below. Now, if you're wondering what you should be snacking on in between meals in order to avoid blood sugar spikes, I did a video on this last week, so I'm gonna link that on the screen now and you can check it out next. It's the perfect next step after this video, so check that out. And I wanna hear from you guys. Which of these foods are you gonna add into your diet first? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.